Come on, how you doing? Good. How everybody doing? Chilling.
Xavier Weaver, the first CU player to ever have 100 yards in his first 2 games as a Buff. Jake,
What's up, Zay?
What's up, boss?
Jake Schwannis, DMVR. You've been playing college football for a long time. What's it feel like to finally have this success this year?
It's unexplainable. It feels good. You know, I can't really explain the feeling, but just all the hard work coming together and finally showing on the big stage, it feels good. It's a blessing.
Hey, Xavier, Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. As you turn on the film from Colorado State's first game against Washington State, it seemed like their defense struggled, stopping the pass. Washington State was able to throw for a good amount of yards. Do you guys see, as an offense here, that you're able to maybe replicate what you guys did in Week 1 against TCU?
Yeah, we just got to keep on stacking days and getting better in practice so that we can come out with a fast start. Not like how we came out last week versus Nebraska. We want to come out fast, scoring the first drive, scoring almost every drive. So we just got to come out and execute our plays and the game plan that coach give us, and we'll be smooth.
Hey, Zay, Mick Miller, Fox 31. Can you talk about the unselfish mentality that is in the wide receiver room and how that translates to the relationship that you guys have with Shedeur? Because it seems like it doesn't matter who's having the big game. You guys are happy for each other and cheering for each other.
Definitely, because we know the top playmakers we got in the room. We know that everybody could do the same thing pretty much. We can all do a lot. So one day, like Shedeur told us, one day it might be a game, one day it might not. Certain defense give us certain looks. Maybe the scheme for this week might be the safeties. Maybe it might be the corners that's not as good. So we want to attack certain people on the defense. So you never know when it's going to be your game.
Xavier, Adam Tiger from 24/7 Sports. From your vantage point, and as you guys watch film, what are the areas you feel this offense can still get quite a bit better at?
Well, I say a lot of things. We practicing the run a lot. We got to establish that run, establish the line of scrimmage. Our O-line is doing a real good job at that. We also got to practice more our deep balls. I say we got to practice a lot of things. We not nowhere near our potential and our standards, so it's a lot more coming.
Hey, Xavier, Pat Graham, Associated Press. When you came here, you knew that with Deion and everything like that, it could be crazy. But, you have ESPN Game Day and Fox here, and you have all the celebrities showing up. I guess what's it been like is just to see all the hoopla and just, Colorado being the center of the college universe right now.
Yeah, it's a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise. I've been training and practice for moments like these pretty much my whole life. And now that we on the stage that I want to be on, it's starting to come to light. And it's a blessing, like I could say.
Hey, Zay, Nick Edwards to you, Sports Report. You said that this offense can reach certain potentials, but it seems like you're playing your best ball right now. Do you feel like there's any room for improvement, or do you feel like you're playing the best of the best right now?
Definitely. There's always room for improvement. I feel like I still can go out there and get 200. A lot of us think we can go out there and still get 200. So it's definitely some improvement still left in my game and everybody's game in the receiving room. I say everybody's game on the team. Nobody's played up to the standard yet. So, like I said, there's still a lot more to come.
How you doing, Xavier? Carlos Bryant, DSM. I just want to talk about the pregame vibe. It seems like when you guys come out, you guys are ready to go already. It's like a party on the field. You guys are always lit. Can you talk about how that goes into how you perform during the game? For sure. You got to come out with some type of juice, some type of energy. If you come out flat, you're going to play flat. So I feel like we always got to come out with that type of edge on our shoulder. Everybody's coming out looking at us, regardless if we coming out for warm-ups, we coming out for the game. Everybody want to see something. We got cameras on us 24/7, so we got to come out with that type of energy or else we're going to play flat.
Hey, Xavier. Nick Rothschild, Denver 7. How are you, by the way? Doing
I'm
well?
good. How about yourself?
Good, thank you. I was wondering, since you played with plenty of quarterbacks throughout your career, if you could just explain it to maybe someone who, isn't breaking down film, what makes Shedeur Sanders such a great quarterback? I say ball placement, his leadership, his attention to details. Like coming out your break, you better know that ball is coming. Scrambling, you better scramble because he's gonna scramble. The play is never dead when you think it's dead. So it's just the little things he does and how he carries himself as a person, as a leader, is different. It's different.
Hi, Ariel Arsudo, 9 News. So both coaches now have talked about the fact that this is the first time that 2 black head coaches will face off in this Rocky Mountain Showdown. I just wanted to know, as a black player, is it important to see yourself reflected in your head coach?
Definitely. like you said, is seeing myself reflected as the man that's taking out the battle and we going out to play for is great. You know, we got all these cameras around all the time, so them seeing us, they see him, and them seeing him, they see us. So it's definitely a blessing.
Xavier, Brian Howard from the Daily Camera. You mentioned all the hype that's around you guys. A lot of teams might buckle under some of that, but you guys don't seem to be fazed by that. What is it about the makeup of this team that you guys aren't fazed by all the cameras and all the notoriety? And do you think it helps that you guys have had it all offseason?
Definitely. I say because we know what we got in the room. We know what we got on the team. You know, maybe the people outside looking in only see YouTube videos or stuff like that. They don't know what we got. So I say that's really what it is. We know what we got, and pretty much people don't.
We saw T.O. warming up with you guys, getting ready for the matchup. Obviously, Michael Irvin has been here consistently. As a wide receiver, what does it mean to be able to have these Hall of Fame wide receivers here on campus giving you guys advice, and what have you taken from these guys?
That's self-explanatory, you know. You got them type of guys in your room, and you got them type of guys on your back helping you out every day, just looking up to them, critiquing you on certain little things. You know, you feel like you messed up, go talk to one of the greats, you know. So it's just amazing just to have them in our room, being able to, and they all been level-headed, down-to-earth people. You think like, oh, he in the Hall of Fame, he ain't really he think he better than you. Nah, he just like us. You know, he coming to teach us, coach us up and stuff like that. You can ask any question you want. So it's a blessing.
Jimmy Searfoss, 247 Sports. TCU, y'all were underdogs. Nebraska, the game was supposed to be close. This game we're supposed to win by a lot. So what does that change? That change your mentality at all?
Not at all. Not at all. We just still got to come out strong, come out fast. We can't come out flat. Can't take no team for granted. You know, every game we're going to have a big target on our back, no matter who we play. So it could be Alabama we got to play. We got to come out strong. It could be, you know, whoever y'all want to say. But we got to come out strong regardless, because this everybody's Super Bowl. When they play CU, they want to get this dub because they know the stage that they're going to be on as well.
Hey, Xavier. Jack Harlow with Buffalo's Wire. On your biggest run on Saturday, you had several offensive linemen kind of out there with you, kind of paving the way. Just wondering if you could kind of talk about that group and what's it like, you know, having those guys out in front, kind of paving the way for you.
Now, the O-line is special. You know, we as a team, we're hard on the O-line because we can only go as far as they can go. So we're really hard on them, but they prove a lot every week. You know, every week somebody from the other team talks about how that's our weakest link of the team, but day in and day out, they prove everybody wrong. They prove us wrong. They prove the coaches wrong. So we bank on them a lot, and they just leading the way. Congrats to them boys.
Xavier, Matt Smith, 104.3 The Fan. Prime said to us after the game on Saturday that he thinks there's about 80% belief in that room, belief of what you can do. Would you agree with that assessment, and what do you think it takes to get to 100% belief?
Yeah, I think you know, we only been a team for a couple months, so it's still kind of hard for some people to believe that the things that we are doing in such a little time. So just like the outside people looking in, I know it's still people out there that don't believe. They think a lot of this stuff is lucky or a lot of this stuff is a fluke. So I definitely believe we got some people on the team that probably don't believe, but I know it's coming along. I know they believe it now.
Xavier, it's probably hard to kind of get up for two rivalry games in a row, but what have you heard about this specific one, the Rocky Mountain Showdown, and how are you guys all kind of getting ready for this specific one?
I haven't really heard too much about it. I just know this is an in-state rivalry, and they just the next opponent. So, like I said, we just got to go out there and play and dominate.
Xavier, is there any adjustment to, you guys have played at 10 a.m. the last couple of weeks. Now you have to play at 8 p.m. Is there any adjustment for you guys having to play late at night?
We just playing football. It might just be a little darker. Yes, sir.
That's what I thought you would say, but I was just curious.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, thanks, Dave.
Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good day.